east of Lyons, New York on a glorious May 13th, 2021. We got an eastbound CSX approaching. This is a very pastoral crossing. That was Amtrak 284 en route from Niagara Falls, New York to New York City. Nice horn. P32 number 708. As you can see, God has gifted me with another superb day weather-wise. This crossing east of Lyons is in the middle of an S-curve, an elongated S-curve. It's about one of the more pastoral locations you could find on the Chicago line. We're about 35 miles west of Syracuse. We have a westbound local with a General Motors unit on the point. Train was likely the B790 local. It's a turn out of Lyons. Train was powered by GP40-2 6037, which was formerly Baltimore and Ohio 4137, built in October of 1972. At 11 a.m. we got a hotshot, Q017, a route from Worcester, Massachusetts to Chicago. This train is usually a monster. He's running on track number 2. That was quite typical for Q017. Formerly it was CSX Q117. Prior to that it was Conrail TV7. Yeah, the General Electric units are ubiquitous and mundane, but those impressive consist on those intermodal trains is quite impressive. And we move further east to the town of Clyde, established 1835, home of the first female mayor. We're on the south side of the canal, Lauraville Landing. CSX is on the other side of the river. Since my last visit here in 2005, vegetation has sprouted a little bit, obstructing the railroad somewhat. Westbound at 1201. And that's a hot westbound. That's the Q009 en route from the port of Newark, New Jersey to Chicago. He works in Syracuse considerably, and he carried a lot of marine containers on it from Mediterranean Shipping Corp, the MCSC containers you saw. And note this old photograph from 100 years ago. Note the old house in the background and the railroad crossing gates in the foreground. That was the old New York West Shore and Buffalo Railroad that traversed along the south side of the river. And here's the same view circa 2021. And we're further east of Clyde at the Brown Road crossing. Well, I'm not alone here. I have some strange company. A porcupine. I remember the Three Stooges. Moe used to call Larry Fine, "Hey, porcupine," because of his hair. And at 12:32, thank God the porcupine's out of the way, we have an eastbound, looks like a crude oil or ethanol train. There used to be a signal bridge down there where those locomotives are passing. by two venerable AC 4400 CWs. Yes, I like railroad crossings. I like horns. Soon after at 12:38, we got a westbound Q367 en route from Selkirk to Chicago's largest classification yard, clearing yard. The Power was another venerable AC 4400 CW with a rather weak horn. Trailing was an SD40-3, and that engine was working its guts out. I haven't had a chance to relax and eat my lunch. 12:49, we have another eastbound. This is a stack train. was hotshot Q004 en route from Chicago to South Kearney, New Jersey. There was more orange on that train than you could find in a Florida citrus grove. Those orange containers are from Schneider National. That's a huge customer for CSX. And we're further east. This is one of my favorite locations on the Chicago line. This is Town Line Road. We're east of Port Byron. This is actually called Centerport, this community. I like the way they adapt Long Island towns in other parts of New York State. Mount Vernon, Lakeview, Centerport. Sounds like plagiarism to me. The old block station of CP 313. That's how far we are from Grand Central Terminal, New York. Last time I was here, there was a signal bridge with New York Central searchlights. No more. Pastoral location. First time I was ever here was 30 years ago, 1991. And the weather was similar to this. It's nice that I've come full circle. Only the railroad is different. Got an eastbound intermodal rushing towards us at 203. This guy is moving. Hotshot Q020 from Chicago to Worcester, Massachusetts. Should have another hot train coming this afternoon. Thursday only Q002, UPS train from Chicago to North Bergen. Makes the run in about 22 hours. That's really, really smoking. You leave Chicago early in the morning. That's comparable to New York Central's old Supervan 10. And another eastbound intermodal at 231. Looks like he's loaded with marine containers. He's moving fast too. 162 en route from North Baltimore, Ohio to the port of Newark, New Jersey. And at 2:42, approaching eastbound is a blistering hot CSX train, Q002, the Thursday only UPS train from Chicago to North Bergen. If you like fast intermodal trains that are hot potatoes, this should satisfy your appetite very well. Find out how fast he really was going. There's a detector just east of the crossing. That's the remnant of the old bullet train between the UP and CSX.
CSX Equipment Defect Detector. Milepost 313.7. Track 2. No defect. 6. Speed 5.8. End of transmission.
58 miles an hour. This speedy Chicago line having fast intermodal trains on it is nothing new. Back in Conrail days, they ran the TVLA. That was a blistering hot train that went to the West Coast. They also operated a 3-day-a-week UPS train between Boston and Chicago. It was TV99 westbound, TV100 eastbound. Later, TV99 was rerouted to go out of North Bergen into Chicago. Eastbound hot train, well, one that comes to mind is on a Friday, an eastbound UPS train, TV80. So this line has seen lightning bolts for intermodal trains. West to the East Main Street crossing in Port Byron. It's a pretty quiet street for a main street looking west. I love the name of this road that parallels the tracks. Very appropriate. I'm glad they didn't change the name of the street several times. CSX Road doesn't quite cut it. Here we have another CSX eastbound at 304. CSX has provided some pretty good entertainment this afternoon. That hot train trio at CP 313 was quite exhilarating. symbol of that one, but he had a lot of lumber and sheetrock on board. I saw that train on Tuesday. It's been an eastbound show so far lately. 3:18, we got Amtrak 64 from Niagara Falls, New York to New York City. Threading the needle through the signals. P32 ACDM 711. Engineer put on a good horn show.
Track 2. No defects. No defects. Total axle 2, 8. Speed 7, 8. End of transmission.
Whipping. And we've moved further east to the rural Bonta Bridge Road crossing in Jordan, New York. Name Jordan conjures up some images. There's Michael Jordan, great basketball player, great human being. And then there's Jim Jordan. Pardon me, frog in the throat. Don't know what came over me there. And at 421, we have a fast-moving westbound Amtrak, train 281, en route from New York to Niagara Falls, New York. He's running on the near track. Running on number 2 track, he may have ran around somebody. His next stop is Rochester. Q003 should be coming around now. That's a hot train from North Bergen, New Jersey to Chicago. And at 5 p.m. on the dot, we have an eastbound train of tank cars. That's the third one I've seen today. Not much intrigue in the motive power. It's all General Electric. Did see one General Motors tucked in behind one train and a Jeep 40-2 on a local, but it's the trains and the speed and the size of the trains that make it interesting. All right, he's running a little late today at 5:09, approaching as one of the hottest trains on this line, Q003. En route from North Bergen, New Jersey to Chicago with Western connections. Carries a lot of truck trailers. This used to be CSX Q169. Prior to that, it was Conrail TVLA. Prior to that, it was Conrail train TV53. This train means business. Impressive. That's very TV LA-like as far as the length goes. I was holding on to the camera and my hat for dear life. 533, we're just east of the Route 31 overpass in Jordan. Got this westbound intermodal. And that colorful train of marine containers was Q161 out of Syracuse for North Baltimore, Ohio. Now further east at the Bennett's Corners Road crossing in Memphis. No, I don't think I'm going to see Elvis here. Approaching westbound at 548 is Q205. Water rack train en route from Worcester, Massachusetts to Louisville, Kentucky. CSX has really put on a great show today. Automobile trains are nothing new on this line. If you go back to New York Central days, they ran a monster train called ML12 from Michigan to Little Ferry, New Jersey. Sometimes it had as many as 150 auto racks on it. And we have an eastbound on track 1 at 6:30. There's a hot box detector here. to hurry. You don't want to wait for that train. It's been a great day along CSX under beautiful sunny skies, hot, fast trains. Last 3.5 days up here in central New York have been out of this world. You couldn't ask for better weather, better action.